Hello everyone, a very good evening to all of you and welcome to ACE Online. So in today's session I am back with a series of 1000+ questions based on quant and the reasoning. So if you are preparing for any competitive exam and there is a section of these two topics or these two subjects, then these sessions are very beneficial for you. So don't forget to share the link of this particular video in your respective groups to your family members, to your friends, whoever are preparing for such competitive exams where these two topics are there, right? So they can also join us live and they can do practice with us. So if you are preparing for any banking, SSC, railway, central level, state level or some technical based examination, then again these sessions are very beneficial for you. So without wasting much more time, let's start our today's session and let's see what kind of questions we are having and how we are going to approach them. So this is a very first question we are having a small puzzle over here and this is the data, and with the help of this data what we have to do, we have to determine the order or the arrangement of the given boxes, right? And with the help of that we need to solve two questions. First is this one and the second one is this one, right? Okay. So let's see what question is saying. That question is saying, study the given information carefully and answer the question that follow. The data is saying that there are 6 boxes, that is P, Q, R, S, T and U, which are of different weight and no 2 boxes are of same weight. Only 2 boxes are heavier than U. Box P is heavier than both T and S but is not the heaviest. Box P is of 25 kg in weight. Box U is heavier than 25 kg. Box Q is heavier than box U but not the heaviest. So this is the data, and according to this what we have to do, we have to answer a few questions, and this is one of them. A very good evening to all of you. So let me know what answer you people are getting for this one, and the question is asking, if box Q is 32 kgs in weight, then what will be the possible weight of box U? What we have to do, we have to determine the possible weight of box U. So any one of you in the comment section, what is the correct answer of this one? Okay. Let's start solving this one. As the question is saying, we are having 6 boxes and all of them are of different weights. So I can arrange it like this: first box, second, third, fourth, fifth and the 6th. Here I am having 6 boxes, right? Okay. Only as we are having these kind of words, so with the help of these words we can fix the position of few items, right? Only 2 boxes are heavier than U. Only 2 boxes, 1, 2. That means the place of U is fixed, right? Next, box P is heavier than both T and S, but not the heaviest. Okay, that means we can't put P over here. But according to the question, box P is heavier than T and S both, right? There is no such relation is given in between T and S, so we will put a comma in between them, right? Okay. Next one is box P is 25 kg in weight. Okay, box P is of 25 kg, right? Is of 25 kg. Very good, Radhe. Let's see. Now box U is heavier than 25 kg. Okay, box U is heavier than, that means we can't put P over here as well, right? And how many elements we are having? 1, 2, 3. And how many places we are having over here? Again 3. So we can easily say that this place is of P. Here we are not sure whether T will come or S will come. Here we are not sure whether T will come or S will come, so we will put it like this. And the weight of P is given as 25 kgs. Next, box Q is heavier than box U but not the heaviest. That means we can't put Q over here also. So we are only left with one space, that is this one, and here we are left with one, that is R. So this is my arrangement. This is what? This is my arrangement. Now according to this arrangement, the question is asking if Q is 32 kgs, Q is of 32 kg and P is of 25 kg, and what we need to do with the help of this data, we need to find out the possible weight for U. So, it must be higher than 25 and less than 32. More than 25, option A is eliminated, 25, less than 32. Out of 5, 4 options are eliminated and we are only left with option number B, and that's our correct one. Option number B is the correct answer. Very good Rakla, very good Radhe, right? Next one, this is a very simple, as we are having data, so with the help of this, we can easily able to answer this one. Which of the following box is the lightest among all? Do we have sufficient data to answer this? No, but we can say that it is either S or T. It is either S or T. So, we are not having sufficient data, either B will be my answer or T will be my answer, but we are having option like either B or D, so we will go with this one. Option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. Very good Chandrasekhar, very good Radhe. Clear? This is a very simple one. All the questions that we are having in today's session are from the prelims paper. Right? Next. The next question is again a very simple one, and the question is saying that Anil started walking in east direction from point P. After walking 4 km, he takes a right turn and walks for 6 km to reach at point S. From point S, he takes a left turn and walks for 4 km to reach point T. Then what is the shortest distance between point P and T? This is what we need to figure out. Very good Ragla, very good Princey, very good Chandrasekhar. Now try to solve this particular question, as this question is again a very easy one. If you know the triplets, then you can easily able to answer the question without doing any calculation. If you know the triplets, then you can easily able to answer this particular question. All you need to do is only you need to make a diagram, and after that, just by seeing the diagram, you can easily able to answer this particular question. So, what answer we are getting in this one? Anyone in the comment section? This is a very easy one. Very good Ragla. So, here we are having our direction plane north, south, east, west, right? So, the question is simply saying that Anil start walking in the east direction, that means in this direction, from point P after walking 4 km. So, I am just assuming that this is my point P. I am just assuming this is my point P. Walking in the east direction, he covered a distance of 4 kilometers. Okay, next. And he takes a right turn. Right turn, that means in the clockwise direction. That means he start walking in the south direction now and walks for 6 kilometers to reach point S. Okay. So, this is 6 kilometers and he reached to point S, right. From S, he takes a left turn. Left turn, that means anti-clockwise. Again, now he starts moving in the east direction. Take a left turn and walks for 4 kilometers to reach point T. Let's suppose this is point T and this distance is of 4 kilometers. Now, then what is the shortest distance? That means what we have to do, we have to find out the displacement. And the shortest distance is nothing but this one. So, we can say that if I draw the imaginary lines over here, so the total distance that we are having over here is 4 plus 4. This 4 and this 4. That means I am having total 8 kilometers as a horizontal distance, and the vertical distance that we are having is of 6 kilometers. And we know that we are having a triplet of 6, 8, 10. That means the correct answer over here is your option number E, that is 10 kilometers. If in case you don't know the triplets thing, then you can easily able to write it that PT is nothing but the square root of 8 square plus 6 square, perpendicular plus base square, right. So, here this is nothing but 64 plus 36, and when you add these values, you will get square root of 100, and that is nothing but 10 kilometers, right. That is nothing but 10 kilometers. Very good Ragla, very good Princey, Radhe and Sundaram, very good. right? Next. So the next one is a small puzzle. So what we are having some data. Here you are having 7 days of a week, which is starting from Monday till Sunday. But the question is saying that we are only having 6 subjects or 6 lectures on each day, and there is one day when we are having off. So what you have to do, you have to make a table according to this data and you have to determine the answer. So just try this out and let me know what arrangement you people are getting, because on the basis of this we need to answer these 2 questions. Very good, Chandrasekhar. Here the data is saying that there are 6 lectures on different subjects, that is chemistry, biology, physics, maths, economics and polity, which are to be conducted on different days of the week starting from Monday, but not necessarily in the same order. One of the day is off day, which is not Sunday. Okay. There are 2 days gap between maths lecture and physics lecture. The lecture of physics is conducted on the day after the lecture of economics, but not on the Friday. There is 1 day gap between lecture of economics and the lecture of chemistry. The lecture of chemistry is conducted on the day immediately before the lecture of the biology. The lecture of polity is conducted on Saturday. The lecture of physics is not conducted on Sunday. The lecture of maths is conducted after the lecture of physics. So this is the data that you are having, and accordingly you have to answer 2 questions, right? So start making your arrangement as per the given data. Start with the small clues and try to assemble them together. Okay, if you are done with the arrangement, then please let me know in the comment section so that we can move on the next slide and try to solve the question based on the same data. Till that time, I'll just make a small table over here. I am not solving, Chandrasekhar, I am just making a small table. Yes, I know you people can easily able to solve this. Anyone? Try to write small clues first, and after that try to find out some common element or some common subject, and after doing that try to put it in the these days format. Okay, I guess it's high time. Now I need to solve this. Okay. So the question is very simple. The first clue that I am sure about, that is this one. The lecture of polity is conducted on Saturday. So I'll put polity on Saturday. Initially I am only considering 2 cases. If it is required, then we can create more cases, right? This is my case 1 and this is my case 2. Okay. Next one. Radhe, you are done. Very good. Okay, next one. So the question is saying there is a one day off, but that's not Sunday. Okay. There are 2 days gap between maths lecture and physics lecture. Okay. So there is a gap of 2. Maths, then 2, and then we are having physics. But we are not sure which will come first. So we will create an arrow like this. Right. Okay. Next. The lecture of physics is conducted on the day after the lecture of economics. Okay, so first we want the lecture of economics, and after that only the lecture of physics is conducted, right? Okay, next. But not on the Friday. Okay, so the lecture of physics is not going to be conducted on Friday. So we will put physics over here and we'll mark a cross over here, right? Next. There is 1 day gap between the lecture of economics and the lecture of chemistry. Okay, so there is a gap of 1 day economics and chemistry, but again we are not sure about the arrangement, so we will make an arrow like this. Next, the lecture of chemistry is conducted on the day immediately before the lecture of biology. Okay, so we can write it like this. The lecture of chemistry is conducted just immediately before the lecture of biology. That means these two will come together, right? Next, the lecture of physics is not conducted on Sunday. Okay, so here we can't put physics. Next, lecture of maths is conducted after the lecture of physics. So here what we can do, we can put it like this. Lecture of maths conducted after physics. So here we are having physics and here we are having maths, right? This is what we are having as our clues. Now what we have to do, we have to put them in the cases. So we know that if we are having this clue and this clue, so we can say that somewhere over here we need economics, right? So let's start with this clue where we are having a gap of 1 in between economics and chemistry. Okay, so let's start with this one. We are just assuming that, let's suppose eco is on or economics is on Monday. That means there is a gap of 1 and after that we are having chemistry, and chemistry is conducted just before the biology. So here we can put biology, right? Okay, but here we can have this case as well. There are chances that biology conducted first and after that we are having economics. And the question is also saying that chemistry is conducted just before biology. So here this is the possible cases. So this one is done and this one is done. Now we are having physics and there is a gap of 2 days and after that maths. Okay. Now if we will see this one, if we will put physics over here, let's suppose, then we are having a gap of 2 and we can put maths over here. In such cases, we are having a day off on Sunday, which is not possible, So we can't put physics over here, right? But if we are having only the less spaces, right? If we can put physics over here, then this condition is not going to be fulfilled. That means this case is eliminated. Now, if I will put physics over here, right? Then there is a gap of 2 days, 1 and 2. We can easily able to put maths over here and there is a day off on Friday. So we can easily able to fulfill all the condition with our case number 2. So on Monday we are having chemistry, Tuesday biology, Wednesday economics, Thursday physics, Saturday polity, and on Sunday we are having maths, right? Now on the basis of this data we need to find out on which day of the week is an off day. So we are having off day on Friday. Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Next, the lecture of economics is conducted on which of the day of the week? So, economics is conducted on Wednesday. That means option number A is the correct one. Once if you are done with the arrangement, then you can easily able to answer all the questions that we are having. Is it clear? Very good, Rakla, very good, Radhe, right? Next one. Okay. So, the next question is saying that a person started his journey in the morning. At 11 am, he covered 3/8 of his journey, and on the same day at 4:30 pm, he covered 5/6 of the journey. At what time did he start his journey? What we have to do? We have to find out at what time did he start his journey. How we are going to solve this particular question? Very good, Chandrasekhar. Now what we have to do? We have to answer this one. The question is simply saying that, let's suppose this is our starting point. We don't know the time yet, but let's suppose we need to cover this distance. The question is saying that at 11 am he covered 3/8. Let's suppose this distance is 3/8 of the total journey. So at this moment the time is 11 am, right? On the same day at 4:30 pm he covered 5/6. At let's suppose this distance is nothing but 5/6 of the total journey, and at this moment the time is 4:30 pm, right? And we need to find out at what time he started. What we have to do? We have to find out at what time he started. Very good, Devraj, very good, Rakla, very good, Radha. Yes, the correct answer is 6:30 am. So, what we will do? First we will find out in how much time he covered this distance, right? So, if we will find out this time period is of 5 hours and 30 minutes. This distance is of 5 hours and 30 minutes. That means I can write it as 1 by 2 hours. I can write it as 1 by 2 hours. Right, this time period, and I can also write it as 11 by 2 hours. In 11 by 2 hours, he covered a distance of what? He covered a distance of 5/6 minus 3/8, right? That means if I will find out here, I will take 24 as a LCM, here 4 and 20, 20 minus 3 and 9, right? So here I'll get my answer as 11 by 24. So, in a time span of 5.5 hours, he able to cover only 11 by 24th part of the total distance, right? But we need to find out in how much time he covered 3/8 of the distance with the same speed he is covering. So, what we have to do? We have to find out the value of 1. Very good, Chandrasekhar. So, how I will write? He has to cover first the full the distance, that is nothing but in this time period he covered a distance of 24 by 11. So, what answer we are getting? Any one of you? What answer we are getting? And at this time he covered only 3/8. So, we need to multiply it by 3/8 also. So, this thing and this thing is eliminated. Here we get 3 and this is nothing but 9/2. That means 4.5. 4.5 hours. That means we need to subtract 4.5 hours from 11 just to determine this particular time period. This is nothing but 11 am minus 4 hours and 30 minutes. So we will get our answer as 6:30 am. He started his journey at 6:30 am. Clear? Next. The next question says that by how much percent above the cost price should a shopkeeper mark his goods so as to earn a profit of 14% after giving a discount of 24% on the marked price. Again, this one is a very easy one. All you need to do is you need to find out how much percent above the cost price we need to put as a marked price. And discount is always given on MRP and profit and loss is always calculated on cost price. Very good, Radhim. So we can just simply assume, now we know that we are having three values: cost price, selling price and the marked price, right? I am just assuming that the cost price of whatever item we are having, that is of 100 rupees. And if I am getting a profit of 14% on it, that means the selling price is 114, right? But the question is saying that we are selling it in 114, but after giving a discount of 24%. That means I am selling this on a percentage of 76% of MRP. I am selling it on the 76% of MRP. So we can just assume that the MRP is nothing but this one, and we are selling at a percent of 76%, and after that we are selling it in 114. So if we will do it, so it is present on the multiple of 1.5. So the MRP will become 150. The MRP will become 150. That means he is putting it on the 50% higher price. Option number B is the correct one. Option number B is the correct one. Very good, Sundaram. Next. The next question says that P can do a work in 5 days less than the time taken by Q to do it. If both of them together take 11 1/9 days to complete the whole work, then the time taken by Q alone to do the same work is. Very good, Chandrasekhar. This is again a very simple question. You can take the help of the options just to avoid the calculation, because anyways in this one we will get a quadratic equation. So instead of going in solving the quadratic equation, you can just simply take the help of the options, just put the value and you will get the answer. So what answer we people are getting? 25 days, very good. So here the question is very simple. The question is saying that, let's suppose if P is taking, okay, instead of P we will take Q. Let's suppose Q is taking X days, right? So Q is taking X minus 5 days to finish the same task or the same work. But the question is saying that if they both are working together, that means P plus Q, that means they can finish the work in 11 1 by 9 days, or we can write it as 100 by 9 days, right? Now if we will go through the 1 day work of them, so we can say that if P is doing the 1 day work is 1 by X minus 5, this is the 1 day work of P, plus 1 day work of Q, and according to that the 1 day work of both of them is nothing but 9 by 100. So what we have to do? We have to make our denominator as 100, right? What we have to do? We have to make our denominator as 100. Now, if I'll go through the options, the option number A is saying that if the value of X is 15, right? If I'll solve this, I can also make a quadratic equation and then I can easily able to solve that. Just to avoid the calculation, what I'll do, I'll just taking the help of my options. Option number A, 15. If I'm putting 15 over here, then I am having 100. If I'll take the LCM of these two numbers, I know that the LCM is 30, not 100. That means this option is eliminated, right? Option number B, 20. If this is 20, then again this is 15. Now if I'll take the LCM of that, the LCM is nothing but 60, but not 100. We need 100 as our LCM. So this option is also eliminated. Next, option number C, 25. If I'll take 25 over here, this will become 20. If I'll take the LCM of this one, that is equals to 100. That means option number C is the correct one. You can check option number D as well. Here you are having 30 and here you are having 25. If you will take the LCM of this one, that the LCM goes to 150, not to 100. So option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one. 25 is the correct answer. Very good. Radhe, Chandrasekhar, Devraj and Sundar. Clear? Next. The next question is from the mixtures and allegation, and the question is saying that vessels P and Q contains mixtures of alcohol and water in the ratios 4:5 and 5:1 respectively. In what ratio should quantities of mixtures be taken from P and Q to form a mixture in which alcohol to water is in the ratio 5:4? Only we need to put the allegations and we can easily able to get the answer. Just simply apply the concept of allegation over here and you can easily able to get your answer. Very good, Ragla, very good. So here the question is saying that we are having two vessels P and Q, right? So I am just dealing on the alcohol proportion, right? So the total quantity of mixture that we are having is of 9 and here the total quantity is 6. In the mixture again we are having total quantity is 9, but we are only dealing with the alcohol. So the question is saying that out of 9, the proportion that we are having of alcohol is 4, or we can say that out of 9 the 4 parts belongs to alcohol. Similarly in this one, out of 6, 5 points or 5 parts belongs to alcohol, and in the mixture we are having 5 parts of alcohol out of the 9, right? Now what we have to do, we have to do the subtraction, right? So here what we will get, this is very simple, the denominator is same, so we can write 1 by 9 over here, right? Okay. So here what we have to do, we have to write 5 by 6 minus 5 by 9, right? The LCM that we can take over here is 36. So this is nothing but 6 and it is present 6, 30. 30 minus here 4, 4 into 5, that is 20. So that is nothing but 10 by 36, right? Now we can eliminate it with the help of 2, so here we are getting 5 by 18. As we are getting 18 over here, so if I will multiply it by 2 by 2, I can write it as 2 by 18, right? And here, as we know that we are having ratios, so 18 and 18 is cancelled out and ultimately we will get 5:2. That means option number C is the correct one. Option number C is the correct one, right? It's a very simple one. Next. Okay, so the next question is saying that ratio of the earning of P and Q is 4:7. If the earning of P is increased by 45% and those of Q decrease by 20%, the new ratio of their earning becomes 8:7. What are P's earning? With the help of this, what we have to do? We have to find out P's earning. Very good, Sundaram. Now just simply try to answer this particular question. This question hardly takes 5 seconds. If you are good with the numbers, then you can only take 5 seconds to answer this particular question. Very good, Ragla. Anyone else? We know that we can't directly deal our numbers with the ratios or with the percentage. Here we are having, initially we are having ratios. After that, we are having, there is a increment and there is a decrement, but again in the percentage, and in the ending also we are getting a ratio. So with the help of this thing, we can only able to get ratios but not the values. That means we can't able to determine the answer because we are not having the sufficient data to compare it. Option number D is the correct one. Very good, Ragla, right? Option number D is the correct one. We are not having sufficient data to compare the ratio with the numbers, and because of that we can't able to determine the P's earning or Q's earning, right? Next. The next question says that how many pairs of letter are there in the word apprehensive, each of which have as many letters between them in the word as they have between them in the English alphabet. Again, it's a very easy one. I know that all of you can easily able to solve this question. Very good, Sundaram. Very good, Chandrasekhar. How we are going to approach this? First, we are just going to write down the associated numbers 1, 16, 16, 18, 5, 8, 5, 14, 19, 9, 22 and the 5. Now, the next step is what we have to do, we just simply have to calculate the difference, and we will start with the first letter. Okay, anyone in the comment section, what is the correct answer of this one? This is a very easy one. So let's start with the A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got our first pair. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No. 16. 17. No. 17, 18. We got another pair. That means option number E and option number A is eliminated, right? Okay. 18. 19, 20, 21, 22, there is no point to go beyond 22 because 22 is the highest number that we are having, right? 16, 17, 18, no. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, no. Next, 18, 19, 20, 21, 19, 20, 21, 22, no. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, no. Next, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, no. Next, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, no. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yes, we got one more pair over here, right? That means this option is also eliminated. 18, 19, 20, 21, no. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, no. Next. Very good Ragla, very good Radhe, very good Sundaram. Let's see where we are. Over 14, right? So I don't think so here we will get. Next, 19, 20, 21, 22, no. 20, 21, 22, no. Next, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yes, we got one more pair with 9, right? With 9. That means this option is also eliminated and we got our answer as option number D. We got our answer as option number D. I guess Ragla, you missed one of the pair over here. Here we are having more than 3, right? 9 and 16, there is no point. 22, no point. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So how many pairs we are having? Total we are having 4 pairs. How many pairs we are having? We are having 4 pairs over here. Very good Chandrasekhar, right? Next. The next question says that in a class, Raman ranks is 21st from the right and Meenakshi's rank is 21st from the left, but Arun, who is 2 places to the left of Raman, is sitting on the immediate right of Meenakshi. Then how many students are there in the class? What we have to do? We just simply have to find out how many students are there in the class. Again, it's a very easy one. Here you are having data from both the ends. All you need to do is you just need to make a arrangement or the diagram, and with the help of that you can easily able to count the number of persons in the class or the number of students in the class. Very good Ragla. So here I am just assuming that this is the whole arrangement of my class. This is my left end and this is my right end, right? Okay. Now the question is saying that Raman's rank 21st from the right end. So I am just assuming that this is the position of Raman and his rank is 21st from the right end, right? Next, and Meenakshi is ranked 21st from the left. Okay, so I am just assuming that this is the rank of Meenakshi or this is a position of Meenakshi. Again 21st but from the left end, right? Now, but Arun, who is 2 places to the left of Raman, 2 places, that means 1 and 2. This place is of Arun. This place is of Arun. Okay, and he is sitting immediate right of Meenakshi. Yes, this is immediate right of Meenakshi. That means there is no one in between Meenakshi and Arun. And we need to find out the total number of students. So total number of students is nothing but 21 till Meenakshi plus Arun plus there is one more person and then Raman's rank. That means 21. So this is nothing but 42, 42 plus 2, 44. Option number D is the correct one. Option number D is the correct one. Very good Radhe, very good Sundram. It's a very easy one, right? Next. The next question is from the concept of syllogisms, and we know that whenever we do have questions from this concept, how we need to solve it. First, we need to make a simple diagram or the basic diagram, and accordingly we need to check these conclusions, and with the help of that we need to select our answer. So what answer we are getting over here? Very good Chandrasekhar. So the statements are: all motors are bikes, no bike is cycle, all cycles are laps. First, what we have to do, we have to draw the basic diagram. Very good, Ragla. Okay, very good, Radhe. But let's see, both of you are giving different answers. All motors are bikes. No bike is a cycle. Next, all cycles are laps. Right? Okay, now this is the time to check the conclusion. No motor is a cycle. Yes, because all the motors belongs to bike and bike can never be a part of cycle. That means this conclusion is true. If this conclusion is true, that means this option number B is eliminated. Radhe, I guess you made some mistake. And if this option is eliminated and here we are having different entities, that means option number C is also eliminated and option number D is also eliminated. Now, either option number A is the correct one or option number E is the correct one, right? Okay, Sundaram, both first and second, Radhe, E. Let's see next. Some motors is not laps. Can we say that? Here we are not having any relation in between motors and laps. All we can say that this part of motor or the whole part of motors can never be this part of laps, but we are not sure about the rest part of laps, whether it is connected with motors or not. So, we are not sure about this, and whenever we are not sure about this, we do not consider that one. That means this option is also eliminated and the correct answer is option number A. Only conclusion 1 follows. Only conclusion 1 follows. It's a very simple one. Here, if I'll go with the possible data, then I can easily able to make this data, right? Laps, here motors, bikes, and here we are having cycles. If I'll check these statements, all my statements following this one. All motors are bikes, yes. No bike is a cycle, yes. All cycles are laps, yes. Now, we are having, like, we need to check these kind of things, but like we are not going to check these kind of things in the examination, but here all we know that we are having the specific restriction with this portion only, but we are not sure about whether this part belongs to this one or this part belongs to this one or not. Is it clear? Option number A is the correct one. Option number A is the correct one. Very good, Chandrasekhar. Next. The next statements that we are having over here is all subjects are chapters, all chapters are instrument, and some instruments are books. Again, simple, what we have to do, we just simply have to draw the basic diagram and accordingly we just simply need to check the conclusions and we can select the options accordingly. Without drawing the diagram, you got the answer, Chandrasekhar. How? Or you are answering for the previous one? Again, it's a very simple one. First, draw the basic diagram. Second step, check the conclusion. Third step, select the options. Very good, Ragla. Let's see. All subjects are chapters. All chapters are instrument. Some instruments are books. Some instruments are books. So, this is my basic diagram, right? First, some books are subjects. Some books are subject. Can we say that? No, because there is no direct or indirect relation is given in between these two entities, right? Next, some chapters are books. No, can't say. Can we apply either or? No, the entities are different, so we can't even put the either or pair over here and the condition is also not fulfilled. So, option number D is the correct one, neither first nor second follows. Very good, Radhe, very good, Chandrasekhar, right? So, the correct answer over here is your option number D. The last question. The last question says that again we are having 3 statements and 2 conclusions, we just simply need to check them. So, what answer we people are getting for this one? Some apples are mangoes, some mangoes are grapes, no mangoes is bananas. Okay, very good, Ragla. Very good, Radhe. Let's see again, you both are giving the different answers. Some apples are mangoes. Some apples are mangoes. Some mangoes are grapes. And no mango is a banana. Right? Okay. Now, on the basis of this diagram, what I have to do? I have to check my conclusion. Some grapes are not bananas. Yes, this portion of grapes which is common with mango can never be a part of banana. This one is true. If this one is true, option number B is eliminated. As the entities are different, option number C is eliminated and option number D is also eliminated, right? Next. Some apples are not banana. Yes, the same rule follows that this part of apple which is common with mango can never be a banana. That means this is also true. Option number E is the correct one. Option number E is the correct one. Very good, Sunil. Very good, Raghla. Very good, Radhe. Very good, Chandrasekhar. Very good, Sundaram. Right? So, with this one, let's end the session over here only. We'll meet in the next class at the same timing. Till then, keep smiling, stay safe, bye-bye, and thank you so much for watching this video.